What's up, guys? I'm Mike from StockedUp, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. Today is the big day. It is election night, and the stock market popped over 500 points today. We had some very interesting movement, and we have a lot to go over in this episode. This is a very highly anticipated event, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now. So in this video, we're going to go over what plays we're looking at for the election and just basically how we think the election is going to affect the market in the short term and the long term. So with that being said, if you guys aren't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily videos on your YouTube homepage every single day. But let's get right into it. So Tom, what happened in the stock market today?
Yeah, today in a Twitter conversation, Tesla CEO Elon Musk revealed that the car maker was about a month away from bankruptcy during the run-up in Model 3 production from mid-2017 to mid-2019. Musk said, "Closest we got was about a month out. The Model 3 ramp was extreme stress and pain for a long time from mid-2017 to mid-2019. Production and logistics hell." That is insane for the automaker. There's a ton of articles out at that time forecasting that Tesla was going bankrupt, and a lot of people were like, "Are you crazy?" But it was also interesting because during that time, Elon Musk was even sleeping at his factories, really trying to get production squared away, and it was really interesting just to hear that they were 1 month away from bankruptcy. That's huge. I mean, Tesla, their shares shot all the way up to 2,500 on those pre-split levels, and I just could not imagine them going bankrupt. They were only 1 month away from bankruptcy. That's very strange.
It's kind of like the comeback story. Like today, Tesla has they have a $425 billion market cap. And it's just like, I know there was a lot of short sellers when Tesla was struggling. And a lot of people are saying that Tesla's going to go to zero and all this stuff. But I think it's just interesting to see, and just a great story, you could say, of how close a huge company how huge of a company Tesla is today, to look at how close they were to going bankrupt. And I think it's just awesome how they overcame that, and just a great thing for the company overall. They're doing great now, obviously.
And yeah, some other news today is that Ant Group's record $34.5 billion IPO in Shanghai and Hong Kong got suspended, and Ant Group is connected to Alibaba. And you can see that Baba's stock went down over 8% today, closing around $286, which is an insane drop for them. They reported significant issues, which means it may not meet the conditions for listing or information disclosure requirements. So yeah, I know that a lot of Chinese stocks, you have to really disclose a lot of information, especially on customers and just business relations overall. So it's just something where they're probably not complying with that, and that's probably why they didn't get IPO'd. It's just very interesting to see a big stock like Baba down 8%. But whenever you're trying to get something IPO'd on the Shanghai market, which is one of the largest markets in the world, this is what happens whenever it gets denied.
For sure. So what news came out with the overall market today?
Yeah, the overall market, the Dow actually popped over 500 points today. The market seemed to really want clarity tonight during the election, and nobody knows which way the market's going to move or who's going to really win tonight. The markets just want a clear winner without any legal action, recounts, or any unexpected events. Some states have a lot of mail-in balloting, mail-in voting right now, and this could cause some potential delays because a lot of these, as long as the envelopes are postmarked for November 3rd, they can still be counted even a couple days after the election. And that's the big worry here, is that a lot of these ballots are going to get held up, and they're going to have to be recounted or just straight up counted for a few days after the election as they arrive in the mail. And it's just a really big worry for traders, is during this time, a lot of shady stuff can take place, and this could really bring up some lawsuits and just a big contested election.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing in the market right now is certainty. The market's been wanting certainty for a couple months now, with stimulus, with lockdown or not, with COVID, with everything, with the elections. Like, the biggest thing is certainty. So if we have a clear winner, you would think that the markets would respond in a positive way. But if we're seeing a lot of, a very close race, and we're going to see those court battles and the recounts and a bunch of confusing stuff. And I think that's what the market doesn't want to see. So if we have a clear winner, I think the markets will definitely like that. And if not, I think the markets would respond pretty negatively, and then we might even see the VIX shoot up.
Yeah, and one other big thing is that somebody actually has to concede the election tonight. And there's actually been a lot of questions around whether or not each candidate is going to actually concede. So even if there is a clear victory, one of the candidates might not actually concede, and then this would actually cause it to become contested. And then this is where the lawyers and stuff would get involved, obviously. But that's just what you don't want. You want somebody to concede tonight, whether it be Trump or Biden. As long as it's a clear winner, then I think we'll be pretty set for the future.
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate that one more time. If we have a clear winner and the market gets that certainty, I think it'll be good for the market. But anything besides that, I don't think it's going to be a good sign. So now let's get into our member of the day. And today's member of the day is Wordna. So Wordna is always sharing a ton of great information with other traders, always helping new traders, and just overall a very positive person. So we just wanted to give Wordna a nice shout out today. We really appreciate all of your positivity and your willingness to help other traders in the Discord. And speaking of the Discord, if you guys are not in our free Discord chat already, consider joining. It's the first link in the description down below. We have over 10,000 members in the chat. It's completely free, and Tom and I post completely free day trades every single morning, 15 minutes before the market opens. So again, it's the first link in the description down below. So now let's get into our momentum plays, and the first one is JP Morgan, up a little over 3% today.
Yeah, what's up with these bank stocks popping lately? Make JP Morgan hit above 104.70, but it's just really nice to see 104.75. Sorry about that, but it's just really crazy to see these bank stocks popping the way they have.
Yeah, I mean, they're slowly creeping up. I mean, you look at JP Morgan up 3%. You have Bank of America up 2.5%. Goldman Sachs up 4%. Morgan Stanley up about 4%. I mean, we're seeing those bank stocks slowly creep up. And I know that banks aren't in the best position right now, but if the economy starts to recover, I think they have a lot of potential to maybe even return to their all-time highs. With the next play, we have Tesla, again to the upside.
Yeah, make Tesla pop above 428.
All right, and then last but not least, we have NVIDIA.
Nvidia, make them hit above, let's see the high today, 524.
All right, and now it's up about 3.5%. JP Morgan, Tesla, and NVIDIA are all showing some good potential, but literally anything can happen overnight. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of wild swings in after hours and in futures and all that. With the election, the biggest thing is certainty. So
Yeah,
now
I really can't wait to watch the market open tomorrow. It's really going to be a volatile one.
I mean, the market opening, but also futures overnight. You know, while we're getting the information come in, the data, the voting data come in, I think we're gonna see futures swinging all night long. So we'll see what happens with that. And if you guys don't know how to track futures, if you're on Thinkorswim, do /YM for Dow futures, /NQ for Nasdaq futures, and then /ES for S&P 500 futures. Pretty much every major trading platform can look at futures. Like if you're on Robinhood, I don't think you can. I have not used Robinhood in a while, but you can access futures data for free on CNBC.com. There's like a little tab at the homepage that says pre-market, and that's where you can see futures data. Now for our unusual options activity for tomorrow, and we are looking at the Tesla 450 strike call options that expire November 6th. There was about $10.3 million put into this trade. So looking at Tesla, this option is about $25 out of the money, and it expires this week. And I think this can go either way depending on the market. Like if we see the market up 800 points tomorrow, obviously I would think Tesla, like the people are longing these options. But if the market's kind of iffy or even down, I mean, it looks like they would be shorting these options. And I think it's just way too early to say what's going on ahead of this election. There's just so much uncertainty right now, and I think there's just a lot of variables. So either way, I have my eyes on Tesla. They had a great day today, and they definitely have some big order flow coming in.
Yeah, definitely. And they're almost in like a little bullish flag setup on this 15-minute chart. Like we can see that, I drew the little flag there, but it almost looks like a little bullish flag. And if they end up breaking out of that, I could definitely see them popping up. But like you said, no one knows with the election. And they are sitting on the 1,000 SMA too, which generally serves as a pretty good support. So we're at pretty decent levels on it.
Awesome. Then now for our comments from the previous episode. And our first comment is an awesome one. So we have Perez saying, great job. I see this channel religiously more than going to church on Sundays. Very helpful. And for real, I watched every single day. And then this person also said, I just want to imagine how big this channel is and will continue to be. So thank you so much, Perez, for that amazing comment. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching every day. And we're glad that you see value in the videos. With the next question, we have Mr. saying, could you explain the multi-million-dollar option? Is it the total amount of money in one option? Like volume, question mark. So the unusual options that we go over represents the total amount of money put into that underlying option on the specific day. So for example, today's unusual options activity was the Tesla 450 strike call options that expire November 6th. There was about $10.3 million put into that option. Basically, that means that overall, there was about $10.3 million put into that option today, and it's very unusual. So for example, you don't see that much money put into that underlying option each day. So like basically, you know, a couple days ago, there may have only been $200,000 put into that option, but today there's 10 million. So like that's a big signal for people to be like, all right, why was there so much money in this option today compared to a couple days ago? So there's a bunch of different strategies when it comes down to unusual options activity, but that is the general idea. With the next question, we have Oscar saying, what do you guys think about ABBV? What are you seeing, Tom?
Yeah, AbbVie, they look really strong this year, actually, especially with COVID going on. They have dipped down a little bit recently, but I really like this stock for the long term, and they pay pretty good dividends as well. So this is a pretty good stock if somebody wants to get into the healthcare sector and then also have a pretty good dividend stock to hold for the long term. I really like it for the long term, but in the short term, it looks a little bearish as far as it was down today. But and it could obviously pop up. I think it's just going to depend on the overall market, obviously, and also COVID right now with the second wave could also bring some of these healthcare stocks back up.
True. With the next comment, we had Taylor saying for the algorithm. So thank you so much, Taylor, for leaving that comment. Any comments really help grow the channel, and we're very grateful for that comment. With the next comment, we have Jack and David asking about NIO. So NIO is exploding. They broke all-time highs again today. It seems like they're breaking all-time highs every week. They're up about 6.5% today. I mean, they are just exploding. Tom, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, it just really looks like straight momentum. Every day they just break highs, and we can just see like tomorrow, just watch for it to break 35.87 back to the upside. And if it does, you could probably expect it to run a couple more percent back up. It's just riding this 100 SMA, and I love to see that on a technical level as well. But NIO is just up so much this year. I really think it has to come back, and I feel like we've said this in about every video now. For the past 2 weeks, everybody's asking about NIO, but it's a great stock, and I really like it for the long term. But in the short term, I could see it pulling back. It just depends on the momentum, and if you can continue breaking highs, then I really like it for quick day trades. But it's just not a stock that I would personally buy and hold at the top right now, or I wouldn't buy calls for a month or two out.
Right. And just because this stock is so popular right now, and just because it's going up so much, that does not mean that it's just going to keep going up forever. And lately in 2020, we've been seeing a lot of the stocks that seem to just explode. We've been seeing a lot of them actually tank lately. So for example, we have NIO exploding, right? In my opinion, I think we're going to see a good sized pullback sometime soon. Does that mean it's going to pull back tomorrow? No. Does that mean it's going to pull back next week? No. But I can see a pullback coming sometime soon in the stock. We look at SHLL, or actually they changed their ticker to HYLN, right? Everyone was pumping this stock up, saying this stock was going to go to $100 and $200 and just explode, right? It went from highs of about $59 to right now $20. So like the stocks that are hyped up so much, they have really strong pullbacks. So you really want to be careful with them. Another one is Workhorse, right? Everyone was pumping this stock up. Went from about $1.30 to about $31, and they just had a huge pullback from 31 down to 15. And then you look at Nikola, right? NKLA went from about $10 to 94, and now it's at 18. Now, I know each one of these stocks is different. I know there's catalysts behind each stock. I know NKLA is a lot different than NIO, but the overall lessons stays the same. NIO went from $2 to $36 basically in less than 9 months. They're exploding, right? And they have a lot of momentum. They might go up to $40. No one knows the top, not even Warren Buffett, but just overall based off of patterns that I've been seeing in the market recently, it really looks like NIO is going to pull back sometime soon.
Yeah, I mean NIO's up 1,000% since May, like you said. That's insane. 1,000% since May, and really, like if I was someone who had been holding NIO, like let's say I'd got in at $10 or $15, this would honestly be around where I'd be looking to take profit as a trader.
Yeah, and they have earnings coming up too. So, Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or any insight for the market for tomorrow?
Not really too much for tomorrow. I know that there's some pretty big expectations with the election tonight, and obviously, depending on who wins, some stocks can be better than others. A lot of people say that if Donald Trump wins, stocks like Bank of America and Amazon will do better because of deregulations on banks, and corporations like Amazon won't have to pay as much tax and etc. And if Biden wins, people are saying tech stocks like Tesla and some other ones like NIO and stuff like that are due to pop. So, just keep an open mind and do your research on which stocks are set to go up depending on who wins. And it's just going to be an interesting night. And I think that open tomorrow is going to be very fun. So definitely hop in the Discord and get on the train.
Awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys aren't a part of our Discord yet, it's completely free, and it's the first link in the description down below. We post free day trades every morning, 15 minutes before open, and you can network with over 10,000 other traders. So it's a great place to be, and it's completely free. If you guys want to trade the same options that Tom and I trade every single day, you can click the Stocked Up Options Alerts link in the description down below. And if you guys have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.